all good gardens need some kind of focal points, or an objet or a great plant, and that really creates the interest within it in your different rooms that we often talk about. So today we're going to be showing you how to create your own such objet or focal point. And this is where it gets tricky. We're creating a concrete curtain.
That's interesting.
The boys and I are going to show you exactly how to do it. So what do you think about a concrete curtain? Do you have any idea what we're going to do?
Well, I'm a bit thrown off because I saw cupcakes and I was hoping you're going to be baking myself and Garth something to eat.
No, it's not my strong point. I'll stick to gardening. So this is how it works. It's really simple, and this is where you can be entirely creative. The most important thing that you need is some of these silicone little mold thingies, and you can find these at any general baking store, and you need quite a few of these because the idea is that we are going to mold, put bits of concrete in here, and we are going to mold these guys, put them onto a bit of stainless steel, and we're going to attach them to a pole, and they're then going to hang and create almost a look-through focal point so you can see beyond it. Moving on, let's get our cement mixture, and all we're going to need is probably 2 little trowels of our PPC cement. So we've got 2 trowels, right? And then we're just going to add a little bit of that plaster sand in, Garth.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just really a small amount, probably about 3 tablespoons.
Yep.
Okay, now this is where you get to steal a whisk from your kitchen. Ask forgiveness if you don't ask permission. Okay, and then a bit of water in here. We need it to be runny. This is going to be seriously like making muffins.
Use a normal whisk to mix everything together. This is a slurry mixture, so the consistency needs to be runny and smooth.
Let's have a look. Nice and runny. Yeah, that's the one. Good soup mix. Okay, now we're going to take a bit of damp river sand. We're going to take our little molds and we're going to pop one there and just grab a bit of the river sand, and this is just going to hold the mold in place. So the river sand tends to just help it. Now what we're going to do is we've got a jug with a nice pouring lip. Garth, whack that mixture into there, and it really is a nice slurry. I mean, you can see it's pretty runny. There we go. That's what we want. Fantastic. Okay, and now all we do is we take this gorgeous mixture and we start pouring it into our mold.
Using a jug with a lip, pour the slurry mix into the individual silicone molds. Stir the mixture around with your finger, and remember, you can use any shaped mold you like to unleash your creativity and have fun.
Now what we do is we just leave it. We leave it to set, just get a little bit firm, probably about an hour, and then we've just got some barbecue society sticks. These little guys that we've chopped in half, and you'll notice these ones that are set already, that they've got a hole in it. Okay, if we had to put this guy in here now, it's just going to blob over, it's just going to fall over. So we wait it to set a little bit, then we're just going to take the society stick and just create a little hole, because the hole is ultimately going to form where the little metal bit is going to go through to form our curtain. These are ones that we made earlier, and they're all nice and dry. Literally, you can see the barbecue stick is there, and that's created the nice little hole. And the way they come out is pretty simple. They just come out of their silicone mold really easily. And there we've got a little shell.
Excellent.
Simple as that.
First, remove the barbecue sticks from the cured mold, and then remove the cured concrete molds from their silicone containers. And then you're ready to construct the curtain drops.
Okay, now we get to the fun part. Okay guys, this is what we need. This is a threaded stainless steel that you can basically buy from any hardware store. The idea is that the length that you choose to have it is going to be the length of your curtain, of one line of curtain. So we're going to be creating many of these. So one of these, on one end, you get these little guys from your local hardware store. You just create a loop, and then you use a pair of pliers, crunch it in. So there we've got a little loop. And then the other important guy that we've got are pop rivets. Now, pop rivets are amazing little gadgets, and we're only going to be using this part of it. So you buy them in a pack, and they come like that, literally. And we're just going to be using this part over here. And this is how it goes. This is going to be the top part, right? And we're then going to take one of our stars and our star is basically going to get fed through here. And that comes to there. And then we take the top of the little pop rivet. Garth, you can just pop it on there. That's it. And he comes all the way down. And you see how neatly that fits inside there. That guy fits into there. That's why we needed to make that little hole as well, because it just fits perfectly inside there. And then, Garth, we've got this little gadget. What's the proper name of this thing?
It's a crimping pliers, Tanya.
Okay, and you know what you're going to do with it now?
Yes.
Right, go for it.
So all I'm just pushing it up to there.
Right, up to
you've
the
got-
base.
Yeah, so you've got enough space to get your crimping pliers in there. And you just give it a good squeeze.
Perfect. And that is then going to basically be fixed, yeah, onto the stainless steel, and that's going to hold it. So, you know, the gap that you're going to choose to have, because when it's hanging, that's what it's going to do. Okay, so it's going to stop them from all going towards each other. Pretty simple.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Feed the mould onto the stainless steel threaded string, then tighten the pop rivet with the crimping pliers. Repeat this process until the string's been filled up. Make sure you have enough curtain strings for the concrete curtain.
Okay, Andrew, you're slightly taller than me. Won't you just hold this guy up so we can get the full idea? Gorgeous. Beautiful. To help you guys out, I've made like another whole 6. Now what we're going to show you is how to put them onto a framework, because the framework is going to really bring it all out. Okay, folks, to create the framework now, which we're going to hang our curtain bits off, is pretty simple. You want to get 2 long bits of CCA-treated poles, all right? They're going to form the uprights, and then 1 shorter bit that's going to go across the top, because that is almost going to be the curtain frame off which they're going to hang. And what I have done already is I've drilled a hole in this side, drilled a hole in that side. That is going to go on top. And then we've got these guys, which are coach bolts. And the coach bolt is basically like a self-tapping screw. And this you're going to choose dependent on the thickness of your poles, because you want it to be able to go through both poles to attach it. And we basically take the coach bolt, pop it in there, and then we're going to screw them on.
Put the coach bolts into the pre-drilled holes so that the top bit is attached to the framework.
The next thing that we've done is I've drilled a few little pilot holes through here, and now we've got these guys, which are little eyelet bolts. And all we're going to do is take these guys, put it through, that's the one, take the nut onto the other side, and
And that should be fine.
it's as simple as that. We're going to do that all the way along so that our little curtains are then going to hang off this. So it's that simple.
Fit all the eyelet bolts into the pre-drilled holes to form hanging hooks for the curtain drops.
We found the ideal spot to put our framework in the garden, and basically it's behind this beautiful fig tree. Remembering when you are putting it into a place, it either must be able to look back onto something or have a background. So what we need to do here is position it, dig 2 deep holes, fill it up with a mortar mix of stone, sand and cement, let it set in place, let it dry a little bit. Now all that's left is to put our plants in. We've got some great philodendron xanadus because we're under such deep shade. They really do the trick. The other thing that you do want to consider when you are using a feature like this is that you want different layers, because this is where the effect comes into play. So you've got a layer of planting and literally your framework just growing out of it. And that's essentially what you want.
Always feed your soil when planting in the garden. This promotes growth and provides nutrients for the plants.
Final bit in our curtain creation is, of course, for my 2 able gentlemen to bring the curtains in. Andrew looks like a bit of a Christmas tree. I love your look. All right. Yeah, hopefully I can reach there, and let's get these guys on. Here we go. And all you do is now hook them onto the little eyelets that we have there.
This is the easy part. Just hang the prepared curtain drops into the eyelet bolts to complete the curtain.
Okay, you got it, Garth?
Yes, I got it.
Last one in. And look at that. I really dig it. And now imagine this in a night garden. If you had 1 or 2 garden spots just shining up onto this. So as you're walking down the garden path, you're really illuminating this beauty. So who would have thought, from funny little molds that we thought we were doing bran muffins with, to putting them onto the stainless steel strings and creating the frame. And here we have the most awesome, awesome framework, our concrete curtains. Good job, guys.
Lovely. Well done.